When it comes to sequels, you have The Godfather 2, Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight, to name a few. But when it comes to lenses, Sigma has been on a roll when it comes to their Mark II lenses. The 35 1.2 DG Art Mark II that came out last year is absolutely phenomenal. I'm actually filming on it right now. And here we have the all-new 35 1.4 DG Art Mark II, which is, in my opinion, dollar for dollar, the best 35mm autofocus lens you can pick up in 2026. Let's talk about it. All right, before we kick things off, big thanks to Sigma Singapore for loaning me the lens for this review. With that said, these are my thoughts and my thoughts only. Look, size-wise, it's very similar to the Sony GM35 1.4, which a lot of you love. Length, 96mm, it's a wash. Weight, 525, 530 grams, it's a wash. The only thing difference is this is gonna be about 3mm thinner than the Sony. And you notice that, I mean, it is a very small, compact lens. It's very thin for a 35 1.4. So that's pretty much gonna be the difference. Now in the L mount, there's nothing like this. Even the Sire Aurora 35 1.4, which I reviewed a few weeks ago, is a compact lens, but these two lenses are night and day in terms of performance and just build quality. So I'm not even gonna compare them, but this is still smaller and lighter, and there's really nothing else in the L mount alliance that's going to match what Sigma's offering right now. So with that said, let's talk about the design on it real quickly here. You've got a physical aperture ring. You can lock it if you want to do that in auto mode. You can autofocus, manual focus switch. You can declick the aperture. It's an art lens, guys. Weather resistant, well made, you know the drill, right? Sigma makes fantastic lenses. Their art lenses are some of the best out there. It only comes in black, not silver. That might be my only con in this video, is that I wish it came in silver to match my silver BF, but outside of that, when you see all these sample images as I'm talking throughout this video, it's unfreaking real. So let's talk about image quality. When it comes to image quality, we got to talk about the 35 1.4 DGD and art lens that came out a few years ago. That was a decent lens, but to many, it didn't live up to the status of the original 35 1.4 art lens that came out for the the DSLRs. Very, very different lens in terms of its performance. This Mark II, in my opinion, brings back that legendary status in a very, very big way. It is so well corrected, so sharp wide open. There is no chromatic aberration that I can find, and I pushed it. Shot into high contrast areas, looking for onion rings in the bokeh, looking at anything that I can find, even Bokeh in the Falloff from focus to autofocus. It's so well made and so well corrected. And this is not in-camera corrections, mind you. This is in the lens. There is nothing wrong that I can find that would make me say, you may have to correct this in Lightroom or Capture One. It's that good. And if you've tried the 35 1.2 DG Art lens, which many have touted as one of the best 35mm autofocus lenses made to date in terms of performance, fast aperture, etc. I'm actually filming on it right now. This is that lens, but smaller, lighter, and at 1.4 versus 1.2. Still has 4 spherical elements like the 1.2, same inside of this. The great coatings, everything is inside there, better focus breathing, all that is there. All that sauce is inside this lens. You're just missing that third of stop difference in terms of exposure with the 1.2 versus 1.4. Outside of that, there is no discernible difference in terms of image quality. Actually, Petapixel came out with a video a few days ago at the time of this recording that they talked about. Chris Nichols was talking about the difference between 1.2 and 1.4. Is there a need for it? And I have a feeling that video came out very timely for this lens, because I'm having a hard time justifying a 1.2 after using this 1.4. Now, I love the 35 1.2 art lens from Sigma. I love this lens. And so many of you have commented on my videos that you're like, what are you filming with? What is that lens, that look? It stands out. Some people say it's AI, but it's not an AI video. It's just this depth of field of 1.2 and the sharpness and how well corrected that it is. It has a very unique look. And that sauce, as I mentioned, is in this as well. And it makes you think, you could save a few $100 and get pretty much 99% of that performance. Of course, outside of that third stop of light, it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to make that decision. If you want smaller and lighter, this is your meal ticket right here. If you want that little extra push, that little extra speed in your aperture, go for the 35 1.2 DG Art lens, because both of these lenses are arguably the best 35 autofocus lenses in the market right now. Again, I'm not gonna compare the Sony, but I'll talk more about the L mount because I got it on the BF here. I mean, I don't have the 35 f2 Oppo lens from Leica to compare that, but again, that's f2, this is 1.4, but the micro contrast that this delivers, the sharp this delivers, the colors coming out of this. You know what, if Leica was to make a 35 autofocus Summilux lens for their SL lineup, this probably would be the lens that they would do, in my opinion. Again, you may argue with me, you may disagree with me, but that's how good this lens is. And ever since I've had it, I mean, it's not left my BF at all, unless I've had to take it off for whatever reason, just to pack it up. It has been married to this camera, and I have just been so impressed. And the one thing that impresses me with it as well is the versatility, because now you can get to 0.28 meters for close focusing, which makes it so enjoyable to use, and you're getting this macro-like capabilities to it. Again, gives you more versatility in a 35 1.4, so it's great for video, it's great for portraiture or street photography, but also for like pseudo macro shots as well. And because it's so sharp wide open, and you look at the MTF charts, you can see it. It's astounding, man. It's absolutely astounding. All right, guys, just a quick video test here with the 1.4. Again, I mean, just to give you an idea what it looks like between the 1.2 and the 1.4. And as you can tell, the bokeh is very, very similar. Again, it's a third stop, so it's not gonna be much of a difference. And for most people out there, they probably wouldn't be able to tell. But one of the great things I like is the close focusing, as I mentioned earlier on this, because you're about 0.28 meters away from the lens here. I'm very, very close. I mean, lens is like right here, and it's locking onto my eye. Look at the fall off on from my eye to the background. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, just a heads up here, I don't talk about accessories much, but this bag from Rock and Roll Straps, I've been carrying this with my BF and the 35 1.4. If you guys are looking for a really cool pouch, it's designed for Leica, but you can use it for other small compact cameras. Do check this out. They didn't pay me for this one. They just sent this over for me to try out, but I actually really like this. High quality leather. I think it's either lambskin or very good calf leather. It's absolutely beautiful. Great lining inside of it, so it's not going to scratch your camera or your lens. And I use this a lot for the BF because I protect it. It's my baby. I don't want to scratch it up, or even my Leica cameras. And this bag, I'll pop it into my backpack or wherever I'm traveling with, and it just gives you protection. There's some padding in it as well, but big thanks to Rock and Roll Straps. You guys looking for something cool? Small, compact, good pouch for your camera? Here's one again. For you Leica fans out there with your SL3, SL3Ss, SL2s, you pop it onto this body, it's gonna fit beautifully. Compact, light, it's gonna be your one and done lens if that's what you want. And for BF users out there, as I mentioned earlier, I just wish it came in silver, but it makes me think about getting a black BF. I'm not a big 35 fan, to be honest with you. I'm more 50s, 85, 75, et cetera, et cetera. But this has made me really enjoy 35 in a very big way. So that's it, guys. Short, sweet, to the point. What else do you wanna know? It's that good. Simply put, this lens is that good. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on this lens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like always, like, subscribe. Thank you for the support. Greatly appreciate it. And I'll chat to you all very, very soon.